Copper wire thefts continue to run rampant across St. Paul. You can see in this map that Public Works reported 2,000 thefts last year. Thieves hitting street lights in particular. And this represents only one way the city gets these kinds of reports, meaning that the total may be much higher. The city has been trying to combat this problem, but as Jennifer Hoff reports, they're now turning to new legislation to try and put a stop to it for good.
When it's this dark and rainy,
Yes,
streetlights can be a lifesaver.
it's very important actually.
And in St. Paul, there are some 40,000 of them that usually light the way for the walk Jeremy White takes every day.
They have a very nice character. They're low and they're not super bright and they're fairly close together, so they're very inviting, and for that reason, I suppose they're vulnerable.
Sometime last year, thieves started targeting the lights, stealing the copper wire right from the fixtures. Public Works mapping out at least 2,000 reports, spending more than $1 million to fix them.
Anybody here pissed off?
Holding public meetings and even making some arrests.
The lights are wired one to the next, so I think what they do is they cut one lamp and then they cut the next lamp and they pull the wire between them. So you cut one lamp and you've destroyed the entire chain of lamps.
Copper wire sells for sometimes up to $4 a pound, and some of the city's solutions, from silent alarms to epoxy, just don't stick.
There's only so much they can do.
They're now turning to the Capitol in hopes that a new bill will curb the crime, requiring every dealer create a permanent record of every sale, and that every seller has a license that must be renewed every year.
I've seen all kinds of things, but none of them are practical, and I think this potential legislation might be the practical thing.
Trying to shine a light again on a dark spot across the city.
That's the hope.
The mayor and lawmakers hope this bill could finally put a stop to this persistent problem. They'll release more information tomorrow morning at 10, and then the bill has a couple Commerce Committee hearings a few hours later. In St. Paul, Jennifer Hoff, KARE 11 News.
The only people you should see working on streetlights are Public Works or Parks and Recs employees. If anything looks suspicious, officials say call 911. You can also register any of your cameras at your house with the police department.